Morales from Black Film and TV. Having seen the original films and other variations of this sort of topic, seeing it from a female gaze is a different standpoint. And, your guys are actresses. You've been in this business for some time. At what point in your careers did you know you had to be thick-skinned in order to survive in this business?
Ooh. Ooh.
Diane?
I think honestly for me, it came a little bit later because I started Mad Men when I was 6 and I rapped when I was 15, and the experience of rejection as an actor is so integral to the experience and something everyone can speak on. But for like 10 years, I was doing the same thing and didn't really have to kind of face that, which I think was good for a child, honestly, at the end of the day. But I remember once Mad Men ended and you start going after roles and you get some and you don't get some and you hear a ton of no's, it was this really sort of agonizing thing, and this thing that you kind of have to wrestle with and understand is just part of the process. But it is the least fun part of this job, is the amount of no's and the amount of rejection. So I think I realized early on in my life, but one would say like in the middle of my, I guess, career, because it was like 10 years
Are you, Diane?
before I did it.
It was pretty much from the get-go. I want to say, I'd done like one film, and then my second film was Troy, right? So I went from being a completely new green actor to being heavily visible, right? And criticized and scrutinized from not just an audience, but the press and just whatever rejection, bad reviews, good reviews, commentary on my appearance, like so many things at once that I felt completely overwhelmed with and not at all equipped to handle at that time. So I think I had a crash course of just how to learn to push away or tune out noise around you. One of the hardest things I found in this industry is to keep the noise at bay and not get caught up in that bubble. And that's, took me a long time to figure out.
And then when you do a role like this, obviously there's a level of what's obsession and what's passionate, and how do you look at people nowadays having done this, whether they're assistants or executives, female assistants or executives, knowing that they're all striving to go somewhere, hopefully, do you, when you do it, do you take this, having completed it, do you take away that from this in terms of like looking at the real life people who are in these positions differently?
Yeah, I think that for me, the core of this story is Joyce and Lou's odd love story and this connectivity between them that can't really be described, but is sort of very in the air. To me, that was the most interesting, honest part of the story, and it was a nice little jumping off point. But I also think kind of the conversation of initial obsession actually turning into something more real was sort of the part of the story that especially gripped me at times, because oftentimes we tell a story of someone that's like completely obsessed and psycho over someone and the other person just doesn't care about them. But I think that's the twist, is that Joyce actually does care about Lou, which makes everything just more
weighted and more complex.
I feel like you guys did a great job. Obviously, people were watching it because they want to always get an insight of Hollywood, whether it's true or not. We'll see. But either way, congratulations. And hopefully I'll talk to you guys on your next projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.